Today in our 2017 Hyundai Santa Fe Sport, we're going to take a look at and also show you how to install the CURT Custom Fit Class 3 trailer hitch receiver, offering the 2" by 2" receiver tube opening. Its part number is C13152. Now this is what our hitch is going to look like installed in the vehicle. Going to have our cross tube coming over here to our receiver tube opening. This is a 2" by 2" receiver tube opening. It's a Class 3 hitch, so it's going to be a very versatile hitch. Now to secure all those items, we got a 5/8 diameter pinhole there. We're going to use Class 3 accessories with it, and there's plenty of room there for locking hitch pins, anti-rattle bolts, whatever you might want to use. You'll see the plate style safety chain connection points here at the bottom. Plenty of room there for whatever style chain you might have. We've also got a pretty nice looking flush reinforcement collar around the end here. Kind of has a dimpled or a hammered kind of a finish to it there, so that's pretty nice. Now when it comes to weight ratings for the hitch, it's going to offer a 900-pound tongue weight rating, so that's the maximum downward force we can put here at the receiver tube opening, and it gives us a 6,000-pound gross trailer weight rating. That would be the total weight of the trailer and anything that we load up on it. If we move into a weight distribution setup, tongue weight stays at 900 pounds, but the gross trailer weight rating, it goes up to 8,000 pounds. You're certainly going to want to look at the owner's manual on the Santa Fe though, see what it's rated for, and use whichever of those numbers are the lowest. Now a couple measurements that are helpful in selecting ball mounts, bike racks, or hitch cargo carriers will be from the ground to the inside top edge of the receiver tube opening. We've got about 13¼ inches. Then from the center of our hitch pinhole to the outermost edge of our bumper, it's about 5½. Now to begin our installation, we need to get these two covers off. We've got one here on the driver's side, one over there on the passenger side. The driver's side has 4 push pin fasteners on it. We're going to take those out. You'll use a screwdriver, maybe a trim panel tool. Inside comes out, then the outside portion will. Now we'll pull over on that just a little bit. If you've got a mud flap, you'll have to work that over the top of it. And then you just want to pull straight down. There are a couple of pressure fasteners right there, here and here, and they just go on these studs that stick down. We can do the same thing for our passenger side, although we're only going to have 3 of the fasteners. We're also going to come right here to the transmission for our spare tire. We're going to use an 11mm and lower that down. Now, the thing is, you have to go opposite. It's reverse. So it'll be like you're tightening, but that's actually going to lower the tire down for us. Now, we've removed ours completely. You'll just have to lower yours down enough to get the hitch up and over it. So whatever you want to do there, you don't have to remove it fully if you don't want to. Next, we're going to lower down the exhaust. We've got 3 hangers that we're going to pull to do that. We've got one here, one caddy corner to it here, and then just in front of this main cross section, I'm going to have one right here that we'll take down. Then when we do this, we'll use some spray lubricant on them, kind of help slide them off of there. Then a big screwdriver or maybe a pry bar. Usually you can get them to pop off pretty easily. Kind of rotate them up. And that'll allow that exhaust to come down just enough so we can get in there and do what we need to do. Now on each side, we're going to have these alignment tabs that come out. See how it kind of covers up that hole a little bit? We're going to be putting some hardware in that location, so we want to kind of bend that down and out just slightly. It's kind of like that. We can do the same thing for the other side as well. Now we're going to take a little bit of spray lubricant and a nylon tube brush. This is part number 814092. We're going to get those threads cleaned out. We'll do that on both sides. We're going to be using these 2 attachment points here, then the 2 larger holes up a little bit higher to secure our hitch. Now with the help of an extra set of hands, we'll guide our hitch up into position. We're going to put the passenger side up over the exhaust first. Then we just want it to kind of fit right up on our frame rail. We're going to take one of our small bolts and conical tooth washers. We want the teeth of that washer to face up towards the hitch. We put it in place, and we want to get one started on each side. Once we've got a few good turns on that, we can just let it rest there, and we'll get the rest of our hardware in place. Now we're going to take our larger carriage bolts, and the plate, what we'll do is place that plate right up along the frame there and guide those carriage bolts through the 2 holes. Now we'll lift up on our hitch just a little bit and have them slide through the inside plates here. Now we're going to do the same thing here on the driver's side. This time our bolts are going to go through our hitch first. And we can put our other bolts in place here on the bottom. Get those going on both sides. Now on those longer bolts that come through, we want to thread on the flange nuts. You can see why we bent that tab out of the way. Just get room enough to get in there. Do that on both sides. Now in this application, we're also running into a little bit of interference with the caulking that's along the bottom there. So we're going to take a knife and get that trimmed out. Now we can go through and start snugging down our hardware. I'm going to do the smaller hardware first here on the bottom. That'll use a 17 millimeter. Then we can switch over to a 19 and get our flange nuts tightened down. Now if we look in our instructions, we'll have our torque specifications listed there. We're going to go through and get each bolt torqued down appropriately. Now we can get our exhaust hangers put back into position. It's a good idea, like before, to hit them with just a little bit of spray lubricant there. And you should be able just to slide them on by hand. Now as we raise our panels back up, we just want to guide them up on the studs there. Once we've got them lined up, just give it a push, and we should be able to tuck that over the mud flap if your vehicle's equipped with them, and return our fasteners. Do the same thing on the driver's side as well. We're also going to raise our spare tire back up into position. Now you'll see here at a point where our tire wants to make contact with the hitch, we want to just be sure that we tuck that kind of up and above. It's going to hang out right here above the hitch. And once that's secure, we're ready to put our hitch to work. And that's going to complete our installation of the CURT Custom Fit Class 3 Trailer Hitch Receiver, part number C13152 on our 2017 Hyundai Santa Fe.
Click the link below to shop, learn more, or visit us at etrailer.com.